What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Maverick's Point of View. Back with another video. We're going over gold today. I apologize because I got my crappy laptop camera today. I didn't feel like going downstairs, and we're about to go have a fun pool day. It's very, very hot, so I need to make this video recap for y'all really quickly. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get right into it. I was almost about to not have the videos to be honest, but I was like, let me just put it on for y'all. All right, so last week was a good week. I'm gonna show you this version first. So as you guys can see, we finally got out of the box. We finally got out of the matrix. We're out of the consolidation territory. We got some volume. We're moving. That's all I wanted. As I kept telling y'all, video after video after video, I just want volume. I don't really care which direction it goes. I just wanted to pick one. All right, so it looks like we're still continuing that downtrend, which is really, really good. We finally got out of this territory, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Now, well, I'm gonna use it for the. You know what? No, because we already delete, delete. We got that other one, so I'm gonna delete all these moves because this was the one we're looking for. And so it looks like we're in this move. Yes, I did take this L. As y'all know, we have the other version of the chart. This is our longer term version. Now I'm about to jump to the shorter term version. But as you guys can see, we're looking really good. We just stopped. So the downtrend took a pause at this low right here at 4,099. We should be continuing lower here and fixing this and continuing this move. But I'm going to go straight to the other time frame. Like I said, I'm going to go through this quickly for y'all. All right, I'm gonna go straight through to the other time frame. So here we are with all these moves that we've had. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look on a 12-hour. No, I'm gonna just do it like we normally do, right? I'm gonna just stretch it out a bit just so y'all can see what's going on. So as we talked about last week, we were getting lower lows and lower highs. We consistently got lower lows and lower highs. Before the week opened, I told y'all this was our lower low. And I'm like, if we get another lower low, we're probably going to go down. And that's exactly what happened. And then this past week that just happened, the same thing happened again. This was our lower low. That's why we have the circle there from last week. And then what do you know? This move happened. And then it kept going just like I wrote. And that's why I did both because I had a feeling. You know what I'm saying? When we had that lower low come in, I'm like, we should be continuing this downtrend. So I'm going to do all the moves for y'all. So we had this initial drop down. It bounced off of this level at 42.71. Came back up to the top, but couldn't break here. So it failed here, and it did this move perfectly, right? So we got the down, up, boom, back down. This move actually started the week doing this, so it kind of like jumped down here and bounced, but whatever. The point is, we got the moves. We knew exactly what was happening. We took advantage. I'm going to just talk about the perfect drop, not from here, although this was good too, and I had to trade up here. But I'm going to just go from right here. Literally after it crossed over 42.71, this zone territory that we had, as y'all can see, it was weekly, right? Y'all remember this from the weekly movement, the weekly territory. We got down here, I think it was like 30,000 points. No, it was 23,000 points from this position. That was a perfect move, perfect drop down. Obviously, I would have taken it out here because that was the level that we had. That was a weekly level. And yes, it did actually fail this weekly level. Go back to the weekly. It failed the weekly level, as you can see the charts. Let's zoom out, make it a little bit more clear for y'all. So yes, it did fail this weekly level, and we did get this move. This move went through. So I'm gonna kind of, you know, remark, remark up everything, give us some clarity going into the next week. I'm gonna get rid of this move. This move already happened. Check on that. So actually, I'm gonna also give y'all the measurement if y'all jumped in up here like we did too. I think that was the almost, yeah, that was the 30,000. It went down 30,000 points from our move like in 1 week. And this is what I keep telling y'all consistently. If you look at the charts on a longer time period and you give yourself the full picture, the full part of the Picasso, right? You're able to get moves like this and get opportunities like this where you can avoid all this drama right here, this up and down, up and down, up and down, and just really wait till it happens, confirms the move, and then boom. After this lower low was created right here, as you guys see, we got a little drawback of like 4,000 points, but that's nothing to a giant when you got 30,000 points coming in the market, bro. So, and mind you, if you did take that trade, you would have been risking about 19, 20,000. So, yeah, about a 1 to a little 1.5 move on that 1.5x opportunity. Obviously, a lot more depending on your leverage, but I'm just ecstatic. I love when the moves go through, and I love when we've been tracking this for the last few weeks, months, and y'all have gotten to see these moves happen over time. So please stay tuned and please keep paying attention to these videos and what I'm talking about specifically. Rewind it if you need to. I know I talk fast sometimes because I'm trying to get a lot of information in a small period of time, but I know what I'm talking about. Y'all can see I know what I'm talking about. So this move happened right here. And what I'm going to quickly do is just going to update this for y'all, right? Now, this is a weekly failure. So, and we did get a daily lower low, right? I'm going to go back to my circle and it's going to keep marking everything up for y'all and make it clear, right? We did get this daily lower low. So we got another lower low and it passed this previous candle's movement as well. So the downtrend should continue, right? We're in lower lows. What we have to confirm is that no new high is created. Now the market might push up and give us some movement upwards, and that's what we want to be prepared for. Now, because this week already closed below this low and below this box, right? This was a fight for territory right here, but sellers took over very strongly and they ended up still below this point and right in the medium of this point. So we're going to have a new box right here that we're going to play with. Let's see. We could get this. Boom. Boom. And then it could go like this. Boom. Boom. Let's just do that, right? I'm going to clear this up a bit too, now that these moves have happened. That's what you got to do. You got to start clearing the chart a little bit so you can see everything nice and simply. Boom. Boom. And like I said, I apologize. I'm doing this quick, y'all. I'm about to go to the pool with the fam, and that's important. Fam first. If y'all haven't realized that's my life, that's my life. All right. I'm going to do the moves based on what we should see next. And then, like I always tell y'all, if I got to jump in the midweek, if this happens too quickly, then I'll jump in and add another for y'all. But now let me give y'all this one. So what could happen here too is, so it can go up and bounce and continue the downtrend, or it can go up even more, go like that. And what might happen at this realm, because we're looking at an overall downtrend, right? The whole thing is a downtrend. I'm going to stay focused on sell. So right here, when the market comes back, it could choose this level to bounce off of instead and then go down, right? So if you follow this properly, you'll see all the moves that we have. So it could go up, go right down, continue the downtrend, and go up a little more, continue the downtrend from there, or it could just go down. So what I'm feeling like is this main move. That's why this is the main move, and either that is the main move. I don't feel like it's going to continue to uptrend, but you never know, and that's why you have all the moves so you can make your decision when the time appropriate. The appropriate time comes. Sorry. So, long story short, we're looking at some good moves. We got great movement last week. Like I said, you at least got 20,000 points if you were following this chart. That's 2,000 pips. That's a lot of money. That's either 20,000, 200,000, or 2 million, depending on what lot size and what account size you're playing with, right? And for those of you who use prop firms, you're probably very, very happy if you took that move. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to cut it from here. And I will see y'all in the next video. I'm going to probably try and do XRP real quick too, because we went over that, and XRP also has some great movement, including Bitcoin. Like, we're just going crazy, bro. Like, I hope y'all understand the value that's being shared here. But if you don't, just keep watching until you do. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Maverick's Point of View, and I am out. Peace.